One of the things I consistently see on the internet is this confusion between an S Corp, an LLC, a C Corp, and all this other stuff. And this confusion doesn't have to be that massive. Here is the definition of an S Corp. An S Corp is a LLC, a C Corp, or a partnership where you fill out a form and send it to the Internal Revenue Service to have that entity taxed at a certain rate. Essentially, what you have to do is go ahead, put yourself on payroll, and that's a part of the income from the LLC, the C Corp, or the partnership that will be taxed as an S Corp. Your salary will be taxed, and then you can take the rest of the money as a distribution, essentially with less taxes on this distribution. You will not pay payroll taxes on those distributions. That's all an S Corp is. It's not a fancy LLC, it's not something special. But one of the things I consistently see are a bunch of people asking these questions who do not have a business. And I'm about to go ahead and have a conversation with you. You need to go ahead and start your business. One of the things that is killing so many of you is you are scared to actually get started. You're scared to take action. You're scared to start your business. And what you feel is wise, and I can understand in your mindset why you feel that this is wise, is for you to go out and get all the information, to be studied, to be knowledgeable. And let me explain to you why that's just not going to work in a real business. First of all, when you start your business, you've got to have an audience or a customer base. And for your audience or customer base, you've got to have something to sell them. And until you actually put these things together, because I was having a conversation with a student who, after it's well over a year, still hadn't have his holding company built. It's like, I don't want to set that up, and I don't want to be paying fees. And I asked him a question. It's like, when are you going to get started? Because essentially, here's the thing, and I'm going to probably agree with you. When you get started, you're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. You're going to have issues. You're going to have assumptions that you feel should go this way, and they simply are not going to go that way. These assumptions are going to go counter to what you think they will, and this is part of the process of you learning how to start your business, how to set up your business, how to do the things that you need to do to make your business profitable. So yes, in the beginning, you will make mistakes. I can pretty much guarantee it, because here's the thing. We all have these ideals in our head, right? And these ideals often do not jive with reality. They just simply don't. And until you, number one, and this is one of the things I push people, because this seems to be really, really hard for some people, to go ahead and get your corporate structure set up. And one of the reasons I keep hearing that people don't want to get their corporate structure set up is they don't want to pay the cost for having a business that's not making money. And then my question is, why haven't you started your business yet? And that's the question, because here's the thing. You got to get started. You got to get started. And, before you actually turn your LLC, your C Corp, or your partnership into an S Corp, you actually have to form the corporation. You actually have to form the LLC. You actually have to set all that up. So until you set all that up and get all that in motion, there's nothing that's going to happen. And essentially, S Corps are just strictly for taxation. That's it. It's not a special LLC you file with your state. It's not something special that you do. It is just an LLC or a C corporation or a partnership that you want to have taxed at a rate where you pay yourself a salary, and then you take the rest of the money as distributions. That's it. It's nothing super secret or special about setting up an S corporation. But here's the thing. If you have a company that's making money, let's go ahead and say you have a company that does, let's say 5 million gross revenue. And out that 5 million, it takes you 1.5 million to pay expenses. So that's gonna leave you 3.5 million in profit. Now, what you can do is go ahead, set it up where you can pay yourself $1 million. And on that $1 million, you're gonna get hit with all the payroll taxes. Now, I will tell you, $1 million salary is extremely high for anybody, for any corporation, anyone. It's extremely high. So you're not gonna have problems with the Internal Revenue Service based on your salary. And then you can take that other 2.5 million, let me go ahead and say it, and you're not going to pay payroll taxes. So 16% of $1 million is $160,000. So you're going to save you're going to save close to $500,000 by having your company taxed as an S Corp, paying yourself that way. You're going to save about $500,000 in taxes, which is a paid off rental property. So once again, it makes sense. Now, if you're just like barely making money, it doesn't make a real big difference to how you run your business. It doesn't make a big difference. It doesn't make a big difference at all. But if you're running a legitimate business that's making legitimate income, the tax savings can be substantial and they can be real for you depending on how you decide to set up your corporate structure and set up how you're taxed, which you need to do beforehand versus just having a raw naked LLC. That's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you guys in the next one.